So I can really relate to this, so I'm going to go into a bit of detail, so apologies for the length of the video in advance. So 44 years old, 2 kids, corporate life, want to get out, which I totally get. In London, live just outside of London in Colchester, want to get started, but finance is the issue, and more specifically raising the deposit funds, because even in a downturn market like we're in now, you will always be able to raise some funds through lenders, mortgages and banks to buy your first property. So that's not the issue, it's the cash that you need to get started. And look, one of the reasons why I can really relate is because I worked for a great corporate company, and I was based in London, albeit working from home, so I was only there for a few days a week for a few years. And it was a really difficult choice, having to leave a great company which lots of perceived security, had a great salary. I also had 2 kids, even though I was a bit younger than you. The problem for me was that my family's future was being dictated to by my salary, and my salary was being withheld by middle management, not the directors, not the owners of the company. I got on really well with them, but middle management who manage individuals like me who want to progress, and they will always find a reason, a rationale not to progress you faster than you are capable of. And that's the problem with the corporate world, is that the good people, the great people that can make huge differences to big companies end up leaving because middle management completely suffocate them down, and the people that stay are just the replicants of middle management. And that's why corporate structures and corporate cultures have huge issues, but that's a different story. But I feel your absolute pain. So what I did is I was a top performer, and I definitely did a great job on results, but I wasn't great at time. So I would always be late for meetings. I would always try and find excuses not to travel, and that went against the corporate culture, but their priorities were completely different to mine and most businesses, which was the results I was delivering. So I decided to use this to my advantage, because working for a massive corporate company, they can't just get rid of you. And if you're delivering good results, they really can't get rid of you, even though your bosses may not like you. So being in a corporate culture and company means that you are the lender's favorite applicant. You are a mortgage company's dream. You can go and borrow money up to 85% of the purchase price for a buy to let. So this makes your biggest issue at the moment, your biggest reason, your biggest driver to get out of your employment, one of your biggest advantages, much more than most people getting started who don't have a strong corporate career. So use this to your advantage. Start investing in property as a sideline, and eventually you will start paying more attention to your sideline, because it will make you more money with less time, and eventually your company will pay you to go, and that money that they pay you to go with can be used to kickstart your property journey massively. But in the meantime, 6 to 12 months, do it as a sideline. Now, if you still need some ideas on how to get the deposit funds together, leverage what's in front of you. So if you've got 2 kids and you don't have a lot of spare time Monday to Friday, and weekends are being swallowed up by sports and clubs and all the kids stuff, you have to try and find the gaps which will work for you to earn money. Now for me, it was buying and selling over the internet and doing car boot sales. Now it wasn't very sexy, and it definitely wasn't very glamorous, but it gave me the boost just to get a few £1,000s together that I needed to get a deposit on a property. Now you can boost the deposit with a LISA. Go and open that up right now. I use Hargreaves Lansdale because you can use it for stocks and shares as well as a deposit for your property, your first property. And you can put up to £4,000 a year in it, and they will gift you £1,000 on top of it, turning 4,000 into 5,000 every year. Do that for 2 years, you've got yourself 10 grand off a £8,000 investment. But you've got to start hustling. Buying and selling is one of the easiest things. I chose damaged furniture, taps from China. It can be anything. Don't get lost in paying people to make money quick, or these quick get rich quick schemes. Forex trading, property guru courses, and all this other fulfillment by Amazon, ignore it. It's all just noise. Make some quick money. It's all a means to an end to get on the property ladder. When you are in that position, assuming that you own your own home and you want to then get started in property, You have to buy below market value. That is buying something which is less than what it would be worth if you decided to sell it the very next day. Then add on to it something where you can add significant value, which you touched on here, turning 1 to 2 bedrooms. Adding a bedroom is by far one of the easiest and quickest ways to add value. I really like turning 3 beds into 4 beds. I think that moves a medium-sized, small family house into a good size, desirable 4-bedroom. Great way to add value and one of the best ways to increase your cash when you come to refinance or sell.